Hi, I'm Lauren Green, and welcome to A Spirited Debate. Impeachment hearings started Monday against the Republican governor of Alabama, Robert Bentley, after alleged ethics violations. A report released last Friday accused the governor of encouraging, quote, an atmosphere of intimidation to demand that state officials cover up an inappropriate relationship between him and his senior political advisor, Rebecca Caldwell Mason. In his first public statement since the accusations were leveled, the governor said, once again, let me say to the people of the state how sorry I am, adding, there's no doubt I have let you down. All I ask is for you to continue to pray for me, and I will continue to pray for you. Now, the former Baptist deacon invoked religion throughout his speech, but insisted he did nothing illegal. So here to discuss, our bureau chief for Talk Media News and a Fox News contributor, Ellen Ratner, and radio talk show host Kevin McCullough. Thank you both for joining me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Ellen, I want to start with you. Just your reaction to the whole, forgiveness and, please forgive me, and then I did nothing wrong.
First of all, if you want to look at what Alabama has done, they have taken a Republican and they're only thinking of impeaching him, but a Democrat who was sent to prison for almost 7 years was Governor Siegelman, who, in my opinion, did quote-unquote less if he did it at all, but the feds sent him to prison. So I think it's actually very unfair that this guy's only looking at impeachment.
Okay, so for the record, Siegelman, what was he accused of doing?
He was accused of putting somebody on a board for taking a campaign contribution. I mean, give me a break. That's done everywhere.
Okay, so Kevin, I want your opinion because, one of the things he said, please forgive me, but I've done nothing illegal, and illegal really is not, the highest standard for morality. What your reaction?
I get really concerned when people start parsing legal and moral and right versus better. That kind of stuff always makes me nervous. And I am very consistent, and Ellen and I have been arguing about this since the days of impeachment. If I can't trust a public figure to stay faithful to their spouse, who they pledge before God and man, till death do me part, complete love and fidelity, I don't really have reason to believe almost anything else that you say. And I don't care if this guy's a Republican or a Democrat. If he's parsing that thin line, that means he probably did some stuff. I think it's just better for the people of Alabama if they don't have to deal with that in the form of a public servant. By the way, he's their employee. He works for them.
Yeah.
If I don't want to mess with that in my company, I don't have to put up with it. So they shouldn't have to either.
Okay, but Ellen, one of the things that's very interesting is that they called it an inappropriate relationship. In the religious world, it's called adultery, which is a much harder word to kind of take. Is that sort of the glossing over what actually happened?
Perhaps it is. I like to say in business, and this is where Kevin and I do agree, that if a person cheats on their spouse, then they probably are cheating in business because that allows them to not tell the truth.
But is asking forgiveness enough, Ellen? I mean, is there more that should be handled here?
Well, I think he shouldn't be governor of the state, but that's just my opinion. First of all, he's a Republican who supposedly has his own values, and Republican governors of Alabama have a choice of putting somebody to death or not. And there's a lot of issues around this, and he needs to be honest with the people of Alabama, who, as Kevin says, hire him.
Okay, so Kevin, should he be stepping down because of this infraction, adultery?
I think it's the honorable thing to do, and partly because he is still playing parse the words. Like, it's one thing if you have something unveiled and you come forward and you say, this is everything that I did, and these are all the ways that I hurt people, and this is now, knowing all of the facts, if you would like me to still serve, I would be willing to, but if you wish me to go away, that's what I will do. That's not what he's doing. He's playing the game of trying to protect his backside while trying to say he didn't really do anything wrong, while trying to still say he can be a good governor. It's just a lot of deception to try to have to keep up with, and it's much better for the people who are really the point of this whole discussion. It's much better for the people of Alabama to have a clean slate and to start over.
Wow, very interesting stuff. All right, thank you so much, Ellen and Kevin, for joining us today.
Thanks, Lauren.
I'm Lauren Green, and thank you for watching A Spirited Debate.